It's hard to believe I have used this HRT. I never thought I gonna come to this far to use this hormone, but I'm so lucky that I take step forward for my own self health at priority. Hi, my name NuchMaple from Thai, Canada. So today I just like to come to share my 2.5 month experience of using HRT hormone replacement in Canada, first time of my experience life here. However, I just like to share to a lot of women friends that they think that they don't need this medication for their own health. I know some people really agree with me, but some they not really agree to use this medication to support your hormone. Why saying that? Because I used to be that kind of person to again or any kind of medication or something that it called pill pop in your body, put in your body, because I always thought that it's toxin and poisoning your kidney, your liver, whatsoever in your body. Until I come to my own time that, you know what, maybe if you do your research, your study, your education, and your have someone that help you and guide you how to go use medication, you will feel more confident to take a risk, to take a chance that nothing to lose, right? So like again, I have say to another channel, but of course this is my first time to talk about health in NuchMaple. Because I live in Canada, life, everything just get going so far. We have 7 days a week, you know, everyone working, I working. Life is move forward too fast sometimes until you realize that you forget to look at your own self-health these days, especially after we go through that COVID time. Why saying that? Because I remember that before COVID, I'm very healthy, I'm very fit, I'm very energy. I always outgoing, I always do art as a conference show, everything about work, I love it. Can Fit Pro, yoga show, have some walk to those, CN Tower to raising money support to animal. I've been done that all the stuff and ran marathon. I love all the stuff. After COVID, I'm stuck like everybody in this world. I've been exercise in my apartment, try to look after what we eat. Sometimes we cannot eat good because you know the store is being shut it down. However, we already passed that. We got all the vaccine, COVID just going down, and I'm come back to work. Until I realized that my body not the same. Not the same. Because in 5 years, I've been missed ultrasound my thyroid, ultrasound my ovary, ultrasound internal, until time I have to go back to see my family doctor. She checked me, she asking me until she sent me to the ultrasound place, and my result come back that I have oversized ovary. It's expand thicker and bigger, and my thyroid getting enlarged, but not like a goy, but it's big enough that she's so concerned. I'm very grateful to my family doctor. She really on top with my health, even though me and her clinic is very far. I am happy to pay Uber almost $100 just come to see her. Back and forth, it cost me almost $200 per day, per that hour that I have to see her. But I have know so much. I just been thinking, if I did not see her that soon, what will happen with me? However, she sent me to specialists, and what is called specialist to take care your ovary stuff. Sorry, because I have to read English because they're kind of long words. Where's my doctor? Is she here? No. Okay, I found the name, how to pronounce it. Gynecology. This is my family doctor sent me to meet him, to asking him to checking my ovary, and then he done biopsy, sent me to ultrasound, got all the result back, everything is good, and between that I'm like to find the second opinion about my health. I just found naturopath. She very good about give me some advice. She asked me how many supplements and how I feel when I have my period, how heavy my period was, until she give me some good advice that whenever I see gynecology, just asking him to do scrape the wall, the ovary wall, or ablation. So my doctor, he say, okay, we can do that if you prefer, but he just warning me that I will never have a baby again, and I'm okay with that because at my age 50, I don't want to have more baby. I have 2 baby already to grow up children. However, and then we set up the day. I go there in the morning until get it done in the same day. That's so surprised how quick and fast. But of course, I'm so nervous because the day that I have to go to the hospital to take this procedure, they put my body in anesthesia. I will have no feeling, but I remember everything when I lie down because this is somehow my first time experience to be on that surgery table. First time in my life in Canada. But of course, I have to get it done. That's why my life will be more suffocated and suffer about my lifestyle. And on top with my job, I need money to take care of myself here in Canada. And then I go through that. In the morning, I go to the hospital. Doctor just say, don't worry, you will be fine. Today we get it done. In the evening you go home. And then I call my partner, pick me up. That's a story about in the hospital. I will come back and share with you later on because this is something that I just like to share my experience life in Canada hospital, that how I have been go through that without no family here to support me. But I have been lucky. To meet some good friend that before ablation in the hospital, I have to done endoscopy in between that COVID time because my family doctor, she think I am bleeding internal because that time female when we lost so much blood, I don't know where they go. I just feel depleted, I feel tired, but I cannot complain until my family doctor, she said this is dangerous. Thank God that time I don't have to driving car to work anymore. However, I went to endoscopy again, just one day treatment, but another experience. I will come back and share with you in the same time with I gonna talk about experience with the ablation in hospital. Just in case if you like to come to live in Canada or become Canadian citizen, what the healthcare here they take care of you, because I'm really grateful that when I came here, of course I pay tax, I work here and I gain this healthcare from Canada, so I'm appreciated until ablation is done. I go home, my partner picked me up, and that I found that my sweat getting worse. My period doesn't come maybe just a little slightly, but I don't have to, nothing to be concerned, but I still have to wear small pad, you know, until the October last year. I'm pretty much feel not like myself. Feel it's me, but it's not feel like me. You know what I mean? But after that, I just go through all my book, all my YouTube channel. That some lady that they have done surgery like mine. But of course, I got a lot of book here. This is from my client, my good friend client. She's a female and she have journey of hormone as well when she come and get the treatment from me. So this is the one I been bought by myself. This book I been got 2013. So this is before I recover myself. I will become premenopause because the yoga journey. When I take the class, I went take a lesson. I take a lot of workshop, and I went to herbalist and all kind about woman stuff. And that's why I become interesting about female hormone. I talk about this because it's of my own knowledge I have earned and experienced now that I have to use estrogen pad and progesterone pill. Why I come to this far? That's a good question for myself the first time. If I don't try HRT, there's nothing to lose. Because like everyone know, in the government or healthcare society, they talk about if women take hormone or HRT, we will be produce or create a breast cancer. That's what I heard about it too. But until now, things change. They take the word breast cancer if you use HRT out already. That's why I just found that. And I cannot remember what book that I have been read. They say if female that did not use HRT, they doesn't have less breast cancer than women have used HRT anyway. And what's the point that if you're gonna use HRT now and you create breast cancer in the future, maybe 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who knows? Nothing to lose. That's why I thought to myself, I want to be happy now. Not just when I get older, like 80, 70, 60, and then I become suffer. I want to be happy now. That's why I am designed to talk with my gynecology doctor that how can I get HRT replacement? Because after I have done ablation with you, I feel symptom, hot sweat, could not sleep, a little bit brain fog. It doesn't feel like me. No energy to work. Sometimes just sit and slug it. That's what it called from hormone that I don't have to produce in my ovary no more. After October, November, until 1 year complete of surgery. Because that time I still have blood. I don't know that called period, but I have some blood. Until this year, pretty much until November, I have this surgery done on 2024. Right? 2024. Yeah, 2024 until 2025 that it completes with my feeling, but I still have blood there and there until I have follow up with the doctor. And I asked, how can I get this HRT? He said, well, we can give you HRT if you have the symptoms, sweat, hot, flat, night sweat, mood swing, all kind of stuff that I feel just achy bone because my work, I need to use this body to work, my strength. But after I take this HRT, my mood swing is lower because normally I am a humor person. I always like to make a joke. I always think positive. I always do my meditation. It helps To be honest, it's helped me. And I always considering about when and how I speak out. I always focus on my own self first. Think before you speak. Self-aware. I always done that. Because as I work, I always have to listen to my client, what they need, what they want, and what they have a question. That's why I become a good listening. Until now, I have to learn to listen to myself. I have to listen to the avatar, what I'm feeling. When you meditate, you hear your inner voice. The body will talk with you by feeling, not the sound, but by your feeling. You feel achy, you feel sore, you will feel tired. That's what I listen to my body. Until I got this prescription for 3 months. Try. This is a low dose that my doctor gave it to me. Before I talk to my gynecology doctor, I have been checked my thyroid doctor, specialist doctor. That's another doctor that all females should be go check thyroid, because thyroid is a part of your hormone gland as well. So not just you jump to HRT, but you just know that your thyroid level, what kind of thyroid you have. I have by genetic. And of course my thyroid, this is a doctor called endocrinology. Is that right? Did I pronounce right? Endocrinology. Okay, this is a doctor for my thyroid, and she said, yeah, sure, you can try your HRT, because just try slow dose and let's see how's it go. When it got those clear green light, and that's why I like to see and talk to my gynecology. Can I have it? How can I have it? Until he say, okay, I can give you 3 month try. Until I found that my hot sweat, it way better. I don't just sit and just soak with my sweat in winter no more. My swing of my mood is getting better. I don't want to just sit and quiet it anymore. But I know that my skin getting thinner. My weight gain so bad. Just like even I don't eat anything, my weight just get up without, I don't want it to happen. So this is the thing. That's why I'm just start to building my own routine, building myself back to my health again is by taking Pilates class, taking more care about nutrition, what I take every day now, because now I just come to see a lot the famous lady and famous people, or in YouTube people talking about GLP-1, because I found that yes, when you get older, your metabolism is very slow to burn the calorie that you intake. Because now, when I check my BMI, I found that I am go to the stage 1 of diabetes. I am just have to pause. Oh no, I don't want to go that far. What should I do? Because BMI, I'm really small Thai woman. My gain weight should be around 60 or 65. That is good in the range of green sign. But in couple week, the third month of I enter with this HRT, I check my BMI again. My weight and my height is not matched. I've been checked that my BMI, it come to the red zone of type A diabetes. That's why I hopefully, when I finish this third prescription for my HRT, I hope my doctor call me, or I will call my doctor gynecology follow up, and then I will ask him, how can I lose this weight from hormone that I already swing and out balance here. But between that, I already start change my nutrition. I have intake more protein. I start do fitness more. I went to the gym. I went to Pilates class, I go for a walk and try to do yoga sometime and meditate. I try to calm down with myself. My life is like roller coaster right now, especially my body, my hormone. So if you come to my channel today, again, nice to meet you. Thank you for joining me today. Did you have or have you tried use GLP-1? If you have tried and used, would you mind give me some comment that if you are in hormone replacement like me, or you already use only GLP-1 only, how do you feel? If you in hormone HRT like me and you use GLP-1 at the same time, how do you feel? How you feel confident to not feel caught with the negative side? Because I do on my self research so far this couple days before I have to see my gynecology doctor. I want to get that information firm and then I can talk with him, or I have to see my family doctor to talk. Can I use GLP-1 to cut my weight down? Even though if I compare with some friend that we talked today in a class, she said that I'm still skinny. But for me, I never wear large gym pants. I never wear large of my t-shirt. And now whenever I have to order my clothes, I have to go for size L. I always be in the medium. I never go small. Medium is my safe zone. But now since I take HRT, my medium zone is locked in the closet somewhere. Now I am where size is large. And I feel uncomfortable. Even I go for a walk with my partner, my knee getting hurt more faster because I carry on my weight, especially abdomen here. It's like a balloon. My visual fat that it's already there. I just wonder if LGP-1 helping me to lose visual fat here, that's what they call visual fat, and my weight, and not have side effect with my HRT. Should I try it? Because if I can start to try this HRT already, nothing to lose. Maybe I like to try GLP-1 as well. Nothing to lose. You know, when you're getting older, you want to live in the happier, not suffer. That's in myself that I want to be happy. I want to be happy now because life is too short. You know, I keep saying that because someone younger than me, my son, he passed away last year. Before my life, when I still have my son, I look differently because I think, okay, if I get older, my children will be take care of me when I go back to Thailand. That's the plan. But now, seem young generation, don't have to look anyone far from your family. My own self, my son, he passed away last year from the stroke. Young age, 36 years old. In this July, he will turn 37 years old. But he will never make to 37 years old. That is sad. That's why this day I like to look after myself and happy now. Whatever it takes me to get stronger, happier, healthier, I'm gonna go to that path. No more suffer, no more confused, nothing to lose until you have to try. So please let me know if you already try LGP-1 in your own decision, or you kind of same as my question, should you try to use it? I will come back and talk to you and share about my experience, that when I gonna see my gynecology doctor or my family doctor, what they tell me about should I take GLP-1 or not. But today I know that this is gonna be final box, final pill for this month. I just wonder if I finish this box, the hot sweat that will come back, my mood swing will come back, I maybe gain weight more than this or not. If you like to know how it's going, please just come and follow me, give me some advice. I will be appreciate your kindness, and like, subscribe, and I will come back to share my journey to life in Canada, from Thai Canada here. And then women, we have to share this story and have a lot of book to read. This is a book I become into with health. But you know what? This is all the book that's all about female. This is just 1/3. I have bunch of the book about female, about the energy, about yoga, about woman power. I have been learned tech since I take the yoga program in the past. I never thought now it's very useful for me, and that's why I like to come and share to lady. Just join me and talk to you later, okay? So, who use HRT and use the same time GLP-1? How do you feel? Do you have any experience to share with me? Please give me comment below. I will be appreciated. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye for now.